Welcome to Show Up and Glow. My name is Jalen. This is the Cozy Corner, a space created just for you to tune in and chill out. If this interests you, I invite you to find some headphones, a quiet space, and join me for a calming and comforting experience. If this is not for you, that is okay. I do appreciate you stopping by. As you notice yourself enjoying your stay, please be sure to like and subscribe for more of this calm and cozy vibe. Now let's get started. Let's get started to calm down and feel cozy wozy in the cozy corner. Yes. We're going to do that today with a little breathing and a little grounding, just a little bit. Poquito, just a little bit. That's as much Spanish as I know. So, wherever you are, no need to make it fancy, no need to change what you're doing. Let's just take a moment wherever you are. Please do not be listening to this while you're driving a car. But besides that, wherever you are listening to this, just sit here with me for a moment. Gently close your eyes. And we're going to just do 3 breaths together. Nothing fancy, no counting, no holding, just 3 in and out breaths. You ready? Okay, let's go. Last one. Let it all out, ring it all out. Very good. Very good. Welcome to the Cozy Corner. This is the coziest place on YouTube and in the world. And I'd like to say it's the coziest place in the world that's free. I'm sure there are cozier places like the Hobbit house, wherever that is in the world. Where is that again? Drop me a comment below. Maybe it'll come to me halfway through the video. Where did they film that again? The Shire? Anyway, that's probably super cozy too. But here in this cozy corner, you get to just join us whenever you want, 24/7. 24/7, folks. We are like a 24/7 7-Eleven in Japan. That you see those videos on TikTok or Instagram. People just walk into these 7-Elevens in Japan and find the coolest stuff to eat at 3 a.m. And then they'll show themselves like walking back to their apartment or hotel at 3 a.m. and there's just like a lady riding her bike and a couple on the street holding hands walking at 3 a.m. in Japan. And you're like, it doesn't make sense, but then I love it so much because it's not America. We're not getting into that. Okay, so today I wanted to just see how far we could get on something. A fun little treat to have. I teased this up a handful of videos back. And I thought it would be fun to open it up and see what we got going on today. My brain has been looking for new things to learn. I'm an expert at everything I know up till now. I am a true expert of everything. So now my brain is like, what else could we learn? So I've been learning sewing because I want to make my own clothes. Obviously, times are tough. I want to make my own clothes. And also, like, clothes don't make sense at stores. I could be this size in a shirt and I can grab the exact same size in another shirt by a different maker, and those 2 shirts will not fit me the same. And that's annoying. Same with pants, same with dresses. So I started sewing because I want to learn how to make my own clothes, and Pinterest is great for ideas for that. Shout out Pinterest always. But then, guys, remember? I got this cutie little Hello Kitty cross-stitch set from the best place in the world. Another awesomely cozy place, Barnes & Noble. And remember, they have a Karopi. So I'm like, do I want to start with Karopi? Because I can be a little bit of a perfectionist. I'll probably start with Hello Kitty. Because I want to make sure I can do a really good Karopi. Let's crack it open. Be careful using scissors. I've never done cross stitch. The colors are so pretty. The colors are so pretty. They are. Or thread. Embroidery thread. I better get the lingo right if I'm going to become an expert at cross stitch. All right, here we go. First up, we have 3 squares of cotton cloth. And then we have a little cross stitch thing. What do we call this professionally? This is a 3-inch embroidery hoop. This is an embroidery hoop. It's straight plastic. And then we have our colors and oh my god, the packaging. It says Hello Kitty on even the little. Oh, I miss the Sanrio stores so much. Oh my god. Although I did go to the mall recently and there was like a knockoff Sanrio store, but then I saw they had some of these, like these characters. What the freaking heck? These like other characters, I don't know their names. And then I thought I saw a Karopi and I was like, is this a counterfeit store or is this actual legit? But anyway, look how cute and all colorful. I love it so much. It looks so good. Very teeny tiny embroidery needles. Can't even see it. Can you see it now? That's my way of influencing. Is my hand doing anything to help? No. Embroidery needles. Cute. And then the final piece, our little instructions and patterns book. Okay. Let's see. Introduction, blah, blah, blah. I'm already an expert. Just kidding. We gotta learn stuff for our brains. This is so cute. Let me see how the instructions look. Oh no. Oh, whew. Well, actually, I don't know. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to really make our brain work, so let me just see if this is like beginner or intermediate or experienced. Well, it's for ages 7 and up, so I should be able to do this. Gulp. So what it does is it tells me like cross stitch basics, so I have to read that. I know how to read. My supplies. And it says, let's get stitching. So I thought, I'm about to see some photos. No. It just it's telling me in words how to do something, which my brain doesn't really love that. I need to kind of be like shown how to do it. And then here it says making cross stitches. And again, once again, we have a number 1. So I'm going to have to read this and then try to visually see something I've never done before. And then it continues on. Pull your thread relatively taut and then cross the square diagonally, sewing down through the top left hole. What have I gotten myself into? And then straight to finishing touches. You're a pro now. Not a pronoun, you're a pro now. Helpful tips. Here's a helpful tip. Give me some images on how to freaking do this. So I'm like, oh, okay. We got to the patterns. Maybe that's going to show me. No. This is all I get. That's it. And I'm supposed to know how to sew diagonally down, left, up, right, back, and the square middle. What? Well, step 1 of learning anything is opening the box, right? Right, Rome wasn't built in a day. Baby steps were not here to crush a cross stitch, within 20 minutes. That's unheard of. That's freakish. But I've been wanting to learn new things because, well, I do believe in the saying, idle hands, idle mind. I do believe that when our hands aren't doing something, our mind gets to kind of run away with a narrative, and our mind gets to kind of pick up scenes and thoughts and just sometimes not the best ideas. When our hands are working, it makes our mind focus in on whatever our hands are working on. Outside of YouTube world, my career has been very hands-on. It's literally only hands-on. And I didn't realize how big of an impact that made on my mind until I kind of stepped back for a while from what I was doing before. And how when I would just be sitting around like in a normal desk job, an office job, a manager job, that my mind would just run, and I would have to just like fill my time with something my hands were doing. And usually it went straight to my phone. Usually it went to social media. And there's some power in that when we learn a new skill, we learn a new hobby, we learn a new craft, we learn anything new. It's going to create new neural pathways in our brain. And those neural pathways are going to get deeper and more malleable, and they're going to help us kind of detach from that overthinking mind, that monkey mind. So when I'm learning to sew with my mom, I picked it up pretty quick. Again, expert level. Can't make a single piece of clothing yet, but I know how to push a thing through the thing. And those are very technical terms. But when I was learning and having her teach me, because I was eager to learn it, I felt like my brain just like kind of, it like pieced everything together really quickly. And then I was like, oh, I got this. Oh, that's awesome. I've never done it before. I've never touched a sewing machine before. It is in my blood. My grandmothers both sewed. But there's something really powerful and exciting when you start something new or pick up something new that you want to try. Quickly, your brain is like, yeah, we do want to do this. This has been something we've been thinking about, even if our hands have been idle or our hands have been busy. This is something that might be really fun to try. So if you're starting to feel like your mind is going a little out of control lately, or you can't seem to find time to break away from your phone, or you just find that the news is the absolute worst place to be in this year and this lifetime, it would be very beneficial for you to find some type of craft or hobby that you can just do at home. I mean, this little cross stitch set, $10.95 US. $10.95. I have four little cross stitch patterns that I get to learn how to do. Instead of turning straight to my phone or straight to TV, why not put our energy towards something that's going to help our brains? It's going to fulfill us. It's going to make us feel creative. It doesn't have to cost a lot. Those coloring books, you can get coloring books anywhere. You can get coloring books at grocery stores. Get some coloring books, get some crayons, color. If you've been struggling to calm down and you feel like you've tried everything lately, you feel like you've tried all of your go-to things, meditation, cozy corner, slowing down, taking a walk, try something colorful. Whatever that looks like. If it's painting, try something a little artistic. Not with the goal of becoming an expert like me. We can't all become experts right away. But with the goal of letting your heart lead the way. When the hands are moving, I feel like the heart is open. When the hands are doing something, I feel like the heart is right there with you and the brain follows. But it's like the heart gets to push it forward. The hands do the acting of it, and then the brain just follows whatever the hands and the heart are telling it to do. There was a moment a couple months back where I was on a little vacation to a place I love, a place that normally calms me down. But I was kind of on the edge of getting over being sick, and the medicine I was taking, I didn't feel good taking the medicine either. And so I kind of had a little freak out moment, not a crash out, but I could feel myself getting a little panicky because the medicine kind of gave like weird side effects. So past me thought to pack a coloring book and my headphones. So that moment, me feeling a little panicky, I just went into my room, put my headphones on with music I knew would calm me down. Finding music that calms you down is incredibly powerful. And I colored. And I did not stop coloring until I felt everything was fully relaxed. And while I started coloring, things still felt a little tense. And my mind still wanted to talk, but I just kind of turned up the music a little bit louder. And I just focused on the colors, the picture, and the music. Not to show anybody the picture, not to really ever talk about it. I didn't even plan this conversation to come up right now. But for me in the moment to come back to myself, to ground myself, to get the mind to hush. And it worked. I sat there for about 30, 40 minutes. I finished an entire page. And I just kind of, when I was done, took a couple breaths, and then carried about my day. So things are like really heavy in the world right now. And I know I say that a lot, and I don't mean to, but I can't come on here and ignore that. I don't appreciate channels that kind of ignore the reality of the world too. I understand there's channels that want to entertain us, but we also have to be realistic, and we have to be real about what's going on and what we're all experiencing. So I'm in this with you, and finding little crafts and little hobbies to take your mind off of the stress of what's going on. Like, we can always come back to that, but just like closing a door and being like, you know what, this is the time for me now. When I'm sewing with my mom, I'm so excited to go do it again this week. When I'm sewing with my mom, I don't care about anything else. Like, time slows down and I'm present. And that's the point. That's the point of the cozy corner. It's what we're trying to always create here and bring to you. That slowing down, that present moment. Might feel a little weird at first. That's great. That's the point. But it gets easier and easier to slow down in that moment when you practice it, when you create those neural pathways in your brain, telling your mind, hey, this is my time. It's important for me to slow down. I hear you, brain. Thank you for what you do for me every day. You're a blessing. But right now, I'm doing this for my nervous system. Right now, I'm doing this for my heart. And I want to feel calmer, more relaxed, peaceful, gentle, happy, fulfilled, and creative. So, we did step one. We opened the package, guys. Now, I'm, as you could tell, I was very honest about being like nothing even on the back. I'm going to have to start this outside of the channel and come back. I mean, it says 7 and up. I'm a couple years older than 7 and up, so like I can figure this out, but I was very shocked. So I'm gonna have to like, this is it again, gonna have to like get out of my comfort zone with my brain and read and try to figure it out by reading. Again, I'm more of a visual learner. That'll be really fun. And we're gonna start with Hello Kitty. Because I don't know. Oh, My Melody and Kuromi. Kuromi? I'll save those for someone else, I guess. I'll gift them to someone. I'll re-gift it. Thank you so much for being here with me today. You could be anywhere on YouTube, and it is fantastic that you chose to be here in the Cozy Corner, and I really, really appreciate your support. So thank you so much, and I will see you again real soon.